you just standing there with your mouth gaping? Ah, you must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Furina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me. You're interested in hearing about me? I suppose there's no helping that. After all, I was once the biggest celebrity of all Fontaine. Every day, countless journalists would come flocking around me, trying to get the inside scoop on my personal life, so I have loads of experience rejecting them. Of course, I don't intend to use this experience on you. With the right delicacies, I might be willing to exchange some of my secrets. Someone recently recommended me to try surfing, so I went and gave it a shot. Keeping balance on the rolling waves was a little tricky at first, but I managed to get the hang of it pretty quickly. Maybe I'm just a natural surfer. Anyway, feeling the wind and waves up close and riding along the horizon was rather amazing. You should give it a try. If you have time, could you tell me more about your journey? I would love to hear all your fantastic stories. How should I put it? I easily feel interested in all kinds of things, but it isn't long before I feel bored again. Perhaps the more easily enthusiasm sparks, the more quickly it fades. But when I'm with you, I seem to constantly feel happy. Such an amazing feeling. Recently, I've been wondering if I've been a little too hard on myself in the past. In my efforts to maintain the reserved manner of a deity, I never got the chance to enjoy my life, which is why I've become obsessed with shopping lately. I've bought many new precious things, like dazzling rainbow-colored tea bags, fully automated extendable cutlery, and a saddle especially made for riding seahorses. But in the end, I realized that most of the stuff I bought was useless, so I sent them all to the troupe to be used as props in performances. Strange. Before I bought those things, I was certain they would all be of good use to me. People love talking about the past and often regret the beautiful things that have now faded into history. They also love to talk about the future, as if they're willing to sacrifice everything for an uncertain tomorrow. I don't agree with their way of thinking, yet I also feel very envious. I once lived in a world without a past or a future. To cope with that anxiety, I tried to create and act out a stronger, more godlike version of myself. Over the centuries, the stronger role I tried to play gradually merged with my real self. Even I can't separate the two now. But perhaps there's no need to distinguish them. Experiences of the past have formed who I am now, and that flawed performance has also become the most important part of me. Of course I know Lyney and Lynette. I used to frequently attend their magic shows. Though they're very popular, they're still much less popular than me. Only my performances would draw a completely sold-out crowd. Even standing tickets would be out. But now, I've already decided to hang up my acting career, so it's perfectly normal for my popularity to decline. I'm very grateful to Neuvillette for all the hard work he's done for Fontaine in the past few centuries. It seems he doesn't intend to investigate my crimes of deceiving the people. Anyway, we're no longer working in tandem. And it's been a long time since I've been to the Palais Mermonia. I imagine that this is good for both of us, right? Have you tried Navia's macarons? I have to admit that her skills in dessert making are comparable to mine. The design she paints on the macarons is so cute, don't you think? Not to mention the texture and sweetness. They truly are a work of art. How does she do it? Does it really all boil down to talent? Ugh, I can't believe I'm feeling a little jealous. I'll have to ask her for some tips next time. She's a very strong person. Strong people will always manage to keep themselves together no matter what happens, acting like everything is fine. Doing so prevents other people around them from needlessly bearing additional pressure. I saw the duel between Callus and Clorinde, and I can say that in this respect, Navia is becoming more and more like her father. The Knave? Who's that? Oh! Died already. Forgotten about her. Keeping such a terrible figure like her in your mind will only give you nightmares. I've often seen Charlotte busily running back and forth lately. She still seems to be hoping to arrange an exclusive interview with me. No matter how many times I refuse, she still hasn't given up. To be honest, her persistence made me angry at first. But then she told me with a resolute look in her eyes that she wanted to let people understand the real Furina, and that she believed people would understand my troubles. I don't know how to respond to her kind intentions. I suppose she might be right, but I'm just not ready yet. I haven't communicated with him much, but Neuvillette claims he's trustworthy, so I suppose he must be a good person. Oh, come to think of it, I've received some tea from Wriothesley before, and it was exquisite. As I remember, Clorinde isn't very talkative, but she has stood by me and protected me on several occasions, so I trust her very much. I do miss her ever so slightly, but I don't have any real reason to see her now. Oh, right! I should invite her to my next tea party! The Queen's Crown still doesn't have a sequel yet? Pity. A classic like that, where justice overcomes evil, never gets old.